Hey everyone, welcome to the sermon preview for this week. I'm really excited for what this Sunday is going to look like. We're actually going to take a break and hit pause for 1 week on our James series, on our Be Real series. And we've got a guest speaker that's going to be joining us. His name is Pete Frank, and he's with an organization called Gospel Link. Now Pete he's been here with us before at Shore, and he's shared how God has been working through Gospel Link to make connections and to help people all across the globe. And so we've invited Pete to come back and to share a message with us, to share a sermon with us, but also to share with us how God has continued to work through this organization of Gospel Link. So we're really excited to see what Pete has to share with us for this Sunday. So let's take a peek at what Pete has planned for Sunday morning.
Hey Shore Church, this is Pete Frank coming to you from Marion, Indiana. I am so looking forward to being back at Shore Church this Sunday in Shipshewana. Let me tell you, without exaggeration, Shipshe is one of the most favorite places for my wife and me to be. In fact, we recently celebrated 37 years of marriage on June 4th in Shipshewana, Indiana. Hey, there's no better place for an anniversary date than ENS, right? Well, the title of my message this Sunday will be A Third of Us. And we'll be drawing our attention to Romans chapter 10 and the good news of salvation through the gospel of Jesus Christ. But we're also going to focus on verses 14 and 15 of Romans 10. That's the bad news of the missions problem. Sunday, you're going to hear about the 1040 window and the plight of unreached peoples of the world and the need for the Great Commission to be fulfilled globally. We're also going to talk about some good news Sunday, that the gospel is going out to people, not just here in America, but around the world. You know, for the past 18 years, I've served with the ministry of Gospel Link as the Southeast Asia Field Director. God has allowed me to start Gospel Link in the countries of Vietnam, Cambodia, and most recently, Laos. My wife and I just returned 2 weeks ago from overseas and leading a missions team from the States to Cambodia and Vietnam. While there, we met with many of our Gospel Link national missionary partners. Church, God is doing great things through these men and their wives. This Sunday, you will hear stories of unreached people hearing the gospel for the first time and coming to faith in Christ, including the story of elderly Mr. Mai, a former soldier many years ago who was forced to serve under the evil dictator Pol Pot during the killing fields of Cambodia. An awful period of history in Cambodia. But the gospel message got to Mr. Mai, and he turned from his sin and guilt to Jesus Christ. So on Sunday, come ready to be challenged and encouraged. And remember to stop by my display table in the foyer, where I will have some of these authentic Vietnamese cone hats on display. You or your kids can try one on for a great photo op. And I think Pastor Nick would look sharp in one of these hats. We'll see you Sunday.
All right, so we're really excited for what God has in store for us for this Sunday. So come join us. Let's hear what God has put on Pete's heart for us as a church to hear, but then ways that we can partner in ministry across the globe. We'll see you then.